Hey, my name is Shambi2, and this is going to be the deck description video for Esper Pirates, a mid-range deck using Malcolm and Tymna. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy. Okay, I'm going to start by talking about the deck like I talk about every other deck, by talking about the commanders, and comparing them to the best commanders. So, we obviously play Tymna the Weaver, so we have Tymna as one of our commanders. And then you have Thrasios and Kenrith again. They can draw cards, and when there is infinite mana, they're an infinite mana outlet out of the command zone. So card advantage is one of the important things for a commander to be used. And the next thing is win out of the command zone, whether it be through drawing infinite cards or whether it be through a combo like Ukima and Food, Jessica and infinite mana, and Godo plus Helm. So we obviously have Tymna, so we have the card draw factor. And then we add Malcolm for the ramp. Because with Timmy, you're generally going to be attacking with 3+ creatures each turn. Generally, 2 to 3, 3 or more if you really need to get the damage in and draw cards. So the big thing is you're going to already be attacking. So why don't you just gain even more card advantage by creating treasures, which act as basically lotus petals. So pretty powerful card. And here we have our pirates. We only play about 9 of them, 10 including Malcolm. But the big thing is if we get one pirate or even just 2, one Malcolm and one other, or Malcolm and 2 others, we're generating 2 mana each turn, one mana each turn, then 2 mana each turn, and it starts to add up and allows us to better use our counter spells. So they also work with Tymna pretty well because they all have abilities. So it's like you want to attack with them, and they all have abilities. Deadeye Tracker exiles cards. Siren Storm Tamer protects ability that targets you or a creature you control. Spectral Sailor draws cards. Freebooter exiles a card from opponent or until Freebooter leaves the battlefield. The Ruin Raider is basically a worse version of Dark Confidant, but it's a pirate, so it's worth playing. Unsettled Mariner is not a pirate, but a shapeshifter that protects your creatures, making it cost 1 more to target them with the spell or ability. Hull Breacher needs no explanation. Warkite Marauder is fairly good. It allows for you to shut down one of your opponent's creatures during their turn, whether it be like a Vexing Shulker, so that you can end up targeting something. So this is actually a pretty good card. Shuts down Vexing Shulker and other creatures similar to it. Then we have Time Stream Navigator, which is just alright. It allows you to potentially take an additional turn, which can be fairly good in this deck. Then we have a lot of other high value creatures because we are in Esper. So we have Notion Thief, we have cards like Opposition Agent, even Mind Sensor again for the stacks. Dark Confidant allows us to continue to gain more value. Grand Abolisher shuts down our opponents during our turn. And then we have our combos. So we're in blue, white, and black, so we have the general Tainted Pact combo with Thassa's Oracle, or Thassa's Oracle and Demonic Consultation as a win condition. Multiple Doomsday lines, depending on how much mana you have, depending on are you going to attack with Tymna and draw 2 cards, depending on what cards you have in hand. There's a lot of ways to win with Doomsday. You want to have Thassa's Oracle somewhere in that pile so that you can cast Thassa's Oracle and win. And then last we have Schnorn. If you're in a very stacksy like group and there's a lot of stacks on the board, you're not going to be able to resolve a combo for the win. You're playing with a decent number of creatures. You want to attack with those creatures. Well, you can buff them up and also probably kill some of your opponent's stacks. So that's another win condition. And that's basically the end of the explanation for this deck. It doesn't need much explanation. It's a pretty simple deck to play. And so we're just going to get into the one sample hand in this video. There'll be more in the deck gameplay video. So let's see what our sample hand is. Pretty good hand here. We can go turn one Malcolm if we want off this Mana Crypt, which looks like what we're going to be doing. We probably should just play Mox Diamond. Yeah. So we're going to do this. We got to draw for turn. We're going to go Mox Diamond, and we are going to discard our Tundra. And we'll go tap, and we will play Malcolm. Okay, pretty good first turn. Go to next turn, we'll do our Mana Crypt trigger. And we flipped heads, so we'll lose, and we'll go down to 37. We drew an Ancient Tomb, pretty good draw for the land this turn. We don't have much colored mana, which Might be a little bit of a problem, but we should be fine though. So we're probably gonna want to get, depending on who you're playing against, you might want to get down a Smothering Tithe early. But just to show off how the deck works, we're just gonna go attack with Malcolm. Flying, it's still early in the game, but flying gives it even more evasion than it already had. So we'll add a token. We'll get a treasure. And then we're gonna play our Ancient Tube. We're gonna go sack a treasure, tap, and tap our Mana Crypt with leaving one floating, and then we're gonna cast Timna the Weaver. So yeah, pretty good start to the game. We have Malcolm for the ramp, and soon to be for the card draw too next turn. Obviously, you can play Smothering Tithe if you're playing if you're playing against certain decks that you think are going to be trying to wheel a lot. So we drew a Chrome Mox per turn. You're probably just going to pitch Deadeye Tracker. Unless one of your opponents is playing a graveyard build where you want Deadeye Tracker because you can exile 2 cards from an opponent's graveyard. So it provides you with some graveyard hate. But in this case, we're just going to exile it for Chrome Mox. We want more colored mana. At this point, probably the best play is to play this Smothering Tithe. But we're going to make sure we attack and draw first. So we're going to get 1 treasure. And most likely 2 draws. I'll play it like I did. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. We got a Siren Storm Tamer and a Cyclonic Rift. At this point, we have 6 mana. So yeah, we cannot overload the Cyclonic Rift yet. So I'm probably just going to say... Siren Storm Tamer. We could do because we get the treasure, so depending on what the board is, you could Cyclonic Rift, Siren Storm Tamer. Your opponent tutored for what you think is a combo piece. You would kite self Freebooter. You can Snapcaster Mage when necessary. There's a lot of options you can do here. We'll probably play just one more turn through. Next turn, Morphic Pool. Attack with 3 creatures, 2 have evasion, so we're at least going to draw 2 cards and at least get 2 treasures this turn. 1, 2, draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. So right now we're in a really good spot. We have Graveyard Hate in hand. We have Snapcaster Mage to get back a spell when we cast it. We have Kite Self Reboot if they draw anything good. We have Smothering Tithe if our opponents are playing Wheels. We have Praetor's Grasp if we want to take a combo piece out. So we're in a pretty good spot. We're attacking for a decent amount. We're gaining treasures each turn. And we just want to prevent our opponents from their combos, and we want to set ourselves up to combo later on in the game, or potentially, depending on who we're playing against, win with attacking. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.